Hello! We have been sitting in the van for a good 30 minutes debating whether or not we wanted to go out into the wilderness. It is so cold and so windy. I'm going to try and get the perfect time lapse of Tryfan, which is this super cool pointy mountain. But yeah, we're going to go and see what we find today. We've parked along one of the laybys on the side of the road. Can you see this lake behind me? It is rough, super windy. Ooh, we're coming up to a very nice looking bridge. Just come from that direction, and Tryfan is looking very sexy right now. Despite the wind, it's actually so nice. So nice around here. That is Tryfan behind me. It's a very impressive beauty. Okay guys, at this point I gave up trying to compete with the wind and decided it was time to try and get a time lapse. As you can see, it went very well. It didn't go to plan, wind won, Emma nil. What about attempt number 2? Well, it was kind of on the wobbly side, so it wasn't much better either. Wind 2, Emma nil. This land is actually owned and looked after by the National Trust, so you will find a nice little pathway all the way up the other side, which is very helpful. So the wind is still going quite heavy, but I thought this was my opportunity to have a third attempt at a time lapse. And it kind of worked. You can see how strong that wind was, but yeah, it was a little wonky. So wind 3, Emma nil. There are heaps of local fluffy residents around, as you can see, and the views and the scenery is actually stunning, even if it's super windy on a day like today. Okay, I found another spot right by the stream where I want to attempt number 4. It's kind of better, but it's in vertical and I still couldn't keep it still. Wind 4, Emma nil. Actually come pretty far up the mountain opposite Tryfan. At first I tried to avoid all the puddles, but wasn't very good at that. There is snow on top of the mountains, as you can see. So I love a black sheep, and I love how long it took this black sheep to realise that it was being watched. But look at his expression as soon as it notices me. It's just so funny. As you'll see later on in my video, this guy was the perfect subject for one of my photographs. We are on our way back. We got really lucky because the wind calmed down a little bit and it didn't really rain. I mean, like, it tried to, but it didn't really rain, and I'm really glad we did it. Lesson learned, always go on the adventure. So while my time lapses didn't work so well, my pictures actually turned out okay. So I'd really love to know which one is your favourite. Let me know in the comments, and yeah, I would love to know. I'm not a photographer, just putting that out there. I just really enjoy taking photographs of places I go on adventures. So let me know which one is your favourite. I would also really love it if you enjoy this video to share it with your friends and also subscribe. And let me show you what we got up to after our day out at Tryfan. Judy is so cute. She gave us this giant goose egg. It is huge and solid like a rock.
Break the bowl.
I think you might have to. Oh. While we watch the grand cracking of the goose egg, please could you take a moment to just share your tips for North Wales in the comments if you've ever been. Let me know if you've been to Tryfan before or if you want to go now that you've seen this and you've seen what it's like. And also, I'm definitely planning on going back to North Wales again. So please, any tips that you have or any recommendations for adventures, let me know. And that actually goes for anywhere in the United Kingdom right now. Okay, we're almost there with the egg. Whoa.
That's a lot of egg.
That is a lot of egg.
Blech.
We should compare it to normal size egg. Wow, that is a big egg.
Load.
Big load. Just to compare. Oh.